Okay, today I have Cameron with Arepa Soundtracks Venezuelan Cuisine with me from Avondale, Arizona. Thank you for taking the time, Cameron, to be with us today.
Arnold, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, wonderful. Cameron, can you describe your business to us?
Okay, so it sounds different, huh? Because it's Arepa Soundtracks Venezuelan Cuisine. Arepas are like a Venezuelan sandwich. They are the most popular fast food in Venezuela, and I named them after rock and roll and music because I couldn't pronounce any of my wife's recipes.
Okay.
So I thought
Nice.
it'd be easier for people like myself to associate the food with something they recognize because it's a unique and new food.
Very unique.
Yeah.
That is very unique. That sounds fine. So what made you decide to open this business?
Well, my family, my dad owned a farm.
Yep.
My stepfather owned 2 Mexican restaurants. I started working there when I was 12.
Yeah.
And I was very cheap labor, and I worked all the way through high school, and then went to college. All through college, I was a prep and line cook. I got a job as a tennis pro after college, and did that for 8 years, and then went to grad school in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Moved from Gilbert to Alabama for a job.
Right.
It was a really high pressure job. I had a lot of responsibility. Worked for a city council in small town Alabama.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where there was a woman looking for work, and no one in town would hire her. And she was Venezuelan. Her name was Marina, and I hired her to run my restaurant, which was one of the 6 departments I was responsible for. After a couple years, she watched me fail at dating, things like that. Well, she had a friend come to visit on a visa. That would be my current wife, Martha.
Oh,
So
nice.
we were dating, and then she made me arepas one night.
Yeah.
Never heard of it in my life.
Right.
Thought I had eaten every food on the planet, but I was wrong. I fell in love with her. I fell in love with the food.
Food, yeah.
I grew up with a passion for food, and so we decided after a long, hard talk and a few nights sleeping on it, let's do this. Let's quit our jobs.
Yeah.
Let's create a menu. Let's start a food truck to start, and then hopefully someday it grows into a restaurant.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, so that's where you are. So that's great. I'm excited and now curious because I want to try this food. So
Be
I'm
careful.
really
It might
excited.
make you quit your job and start a food truck.
Well, all right. Okay. I'll have to be careful with that.
Just
so
kidding.
yeah, that's funny. So Cameron, what drives you to do what you do and what motivates you?
Well, being an entrepreneur is something that I grew up with. My father, my stepfather, my grandparents were all entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I'm also a Christian, so I believe in God and Jesus Christ, and so I wanted to, try to find a way so I wasn't working all the time and getting so stressed out that I would never get married, I would never settle down, I'd never start a family, I would never, have the time to really live life the way I think I'm supposed to. And so have an opportunity to work for myself. I work with my wife.
Right.
So we're always together. So she's not
that's
getting
good.
dressed up and looking pretty for her boss. She's doing it for me.
Really nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's just a dream come true, and that's why I've always wanted to be in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
I love food. I have a passion for food, and I have a passion for, family, and that's why.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So your wife is the boss then?
Oh.
You have to go and report to her.
I am not stupid, yeah. Just sometimes, but
Funny.
she's the boss, yeah.
That's funny.
She's the Venezuelan. I run a Venezuelan food truck. She is the boss, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I joke and say I'm the gringo in the window. That's Welcome to Arepa Soundtracks.
Yeah, I love it. So what has surprised you most about owning your own business?
Well, it is not easy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't work, you don't get paid.
True.
There's no paid vacation. There's no security blanket of a consistent paycheck.
Sure.
But what's also surprised me is the absolute freedom you have.
Yeah.
The creative control you have.
Nice.
I've always been making a lot of money for other people, and I think it's time to make money for my own family.
Yeah.
I love Phoenix, and I love the West Valley. My mom lives in Pebble Creek in Goodyear. She has for over 18 years. I wanted to move here from Alabama, so once we got married and we started our food truck, we decided let's move here. So the flexibility, the freedom to go wherever you want, not be tied down, so to speak, is a surprise, but a pleasant one.
Pleasant one. It's a pleasant surprise. So that's just great, Cameron. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience today?
Well, we're happy to be in Avondale, and we feel like Arnold's welcoming us as a neighbor, and as a neighbor, if you want us to cater weddings, birthdays, special events, offices, we cater and we deliver. I joke on our website, we'll deliver to your tree house, your campsite, it doesn't matter. We want the world to try our food. Our dream is to own a chain of restaurants that have drive-through, and you have your gluten-free empanadas, your gluten-free arepas. Our menu's all gluten-free. We've got vegan, vegetarian, we've got all kinds of things. So,
nice.
And I hope someday to have another alternate menu for vegans and vegetarians in addition to what we already offer.
Right.
So come out and support small business. We'll support yours, and you know, we can't wait for you to try our cuisine. I'm biased. Please read our reviews on our website, arepasoundtracks.com. We've got a bunch of other people that are just customers that can review us. So don't take my word for it. Come check us out, and we hope to see you soon. And thank you, Arnold, so much for the time.
Really good. Thank you, Cameron. That's great.